Both rich and poor parents want their children to be successful and rich, but rich parents, in addition to initial capital, can pass on useful tips and habits to their children that will enable them to have a more comfortable life. On the other hand, poor parents will often most unconsciously and despite their best intentions create such mentality in their children that will never allow them to get rich in their lives. Unfortunately, in school, unlike countless useless things, you don't learn how to get rich and how to be successful in life. So, a child who doesn't learn that at home will never exceed an average. Welcome to our channel. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Nice to see you again. And if you're new here, please show us support by giving us a like and subscribing to our channel. We highly appreciate that. Thank you so much. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. Understanding money. The poor usually lack financial literacy, while the rich think and talk about it more. These include basic questions. How do you make money? What does the salary depend on? How much tax do I pay? What are my expenses? What can I do to improve my finances? The rich usually discuss such topics in their household. In this way, children begin to understand the concept of money from a young age. That is, the value that is exchanged for the service provided. Children learn about household expenses and understand that money should be earned and managed wisely. The poor generally don't talk about money at home, and how much they earn and how they spend it is usually a secret. Somewhere, even such a conversation is considered rude. It often happens that the only discussion children hear about money is when their parents are arguing because they don't have enough money, and then the whole concept of money is tied to negative emotions. Create multiple streams of income. The poor do not distinguish between good and bad shopping. When a poor man earns money, he will immediately spend it all. In this way, he remains permanently poor. Two concepts should be distinguished here. Assets, what brings in money. Liability, what money is spent on. The poor make no difference in this. For example, the car you drive and the groceries you buy are liabilities. They don't bring money. You spend money on them all the time. The same applies to new phone, TV, clothes, etc. The rich invest money in assets. They buy real estate that they rent out, write a book on which they later earn money, invest in shares that bring them a dividend, create a website through which they sell something, and the rich invest money and time to acquire more assets. That is, something that will be additional to them as a source of income. So, when the money starts to arrive, it should be used to secure an additional source of income, and only later should you think about more luxurious goods. No one is doomed to success or failure. The rich know that the responsibility rests with them and that they can lose everything at any moment if they do not work properly. The poor are generally waiting for something, for example, for the state to improve, etc. Being born into a rich family is a huge advantage. You have access to greater resources and opportunities, but it also has dangers that poor people don't feel. You have a lot more to lose and the pressure is on. The rich teach children that even though they had a good start in life, the road is long and they must stay focused on constant growth and development, not just enjoying the benefits. Parents will not always be there and maybe not even their money, so success in the end will still depend on their resourcefulness. Families in which children begin to feel that they are destined to be rich and do not have to work hard usually fail in the second or third generation. There will always be someone else who was born into a poor family but is hungry for success and willing to work incredibly hard and can make it to the top. Don't expect magic or quick results. The poor most often dream and fantasize about how to get rich quickly, win the lottery, inherit something, etc. The irony is that even if they get some money, they mostly spend it and go back to their old ways because they lack financial literacy. The rich always teach children to play for the long haul. Bill Gates once said, "Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Discover the power of habit. The most important thing is to teach children to develop good habits. It usually takes about a month to create a habit, and then it becomes an integral part of your personality. Hard work, learning progress should be habits, something that is an integral part of your personality and not something that is done just to earn money. The rich create positive routines or use good habits to be successful in life. The poor often work or study only as much as is necessary to pass an exam or earn a salary and consider anything beyond that to be a waste of time. They often have some bad habits that they take away their time, money, and energy. Watch what habits your children acquire because it will depend on how successful they will be in life. Money is good, but not miraculous. How many times have we heard someone say that money is the source of all evil in the world, or that money doesn't bring happiness, or even that don't access accident? Most people who claim that have never had money. Many poor people have a negative idea about money, and if they ever get it, they expect it to solve all their problems by itself. Children need to break the negative idea about money, but at the same time explain to them that money will not solve their problems by itself. Money by itself doesn't bring happiness or solve problems, but it enables a better and more fulfilling life. Don't lower your expectations. In a situation where they don't have enough money, the rich will usually start thinking how to increase their earnings, while the poor will start thinking about how to save more and how to further reduce their expectations of life. The poor teach children, often not consciously but by their own example, how to lower expectations, while the rich teach children how to overcome obstacles, increase income, and achieve their goal. Don't work for money, let money work for you. This is the central thesis of all How to Get Rich manuals. The poor work, that is, give their time for money and then spend it. The rich use money to generate more money. Although most agree on these points, the poor think they need a huge amount of money to start anything. Today, a business can be started with a little money if you have enough knowledge and a good idea. It is important that when you start making money, you reinvest that money and that money further generates new amounts of money, and that you focus on the growth of your business. That is the basis of any business strategy. Think about problems, not jobs. Poor people receive money to do some work. For example, they deliver newspapers, wash cars, answer the phone, etc. No matter how hard they work, they will never get rich. These are routine activities that are repeated day after day. They are easily replaceable and therefore poorly paid. There are good debts and bad debts. The poor will often say that they are poor because they have no startup capital. However, capital is in abundance today, and the banks offer favorable loans. These same people probably have car, home, etc. loans. The rich take out loans in order to make even more money from them. Most successful companies are built on loans. The poor usually give loans for things that do not bring them money, so the installments become an additional noose around their necks, while the rich invest wisely, invest in good ideas, and earn extra money from the loans. That was today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it and that you learned something interesting. Make sure to comment down below if you have any of these traits and what of these traits describes you the best. To show us support, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more similar content. And I will see you in the next video.